Naruto 647. I think there's going to be a big split on viewers on this chapter. I really enjoyed it, although there's a few things I wasn't happy about. But overall, I enjoyed it a lot, and it's something I will reread probably several times, because there's just little snippets, you know, some of the little micro flashbacks and everything, the whole thing, you know, Sarutobi seeing through, you know, his son's, you know, burial and his death, some of the memories through there, and there's a lot of there's a whole bunch of little interactions and everything I just found extremely interesting. And but anyway, let me go ahead and start the review. I think some people are just really not going to like this chapter. I'm not one of them. I really like it a lot, but I can understand. And I'll go through some of my... I think that the beginning, I think the flashbacks, I think that's going to be a big part. Some people are not going to like the flashbacks. I thought they were genius. I thought they were really efficient, economical. They were really packed a lot in just a few little panels. My complaint is really at the beginning and the end. There was a little too much in the beginning, in my opinion, as far as you're all going to die. I think there was way more panel time on that than what was necessary. It is a, you know, like a last temptation thing of, you know, Obito, which is kind of what it's like. I know people are, you know, some people don't want any kind of religious stuff, but that's kind of what it is. You know, it's more of a, you know, his personality and what he's willing to, you know, fight and die for, you know, ultimately, instead of just, you know, giving up. One of the things was the whole discussion with Madara and Hashirama, and the ability to use, you know, to relay that information, to have, instead of the clone having to, you know, be dispelled or pop or what have you, and then the information going back to the user like a shadow clone. His work like Zetsu's. It's like a constant communication network, which is like everything else. Is the first, just about everything he has is just, you know, better than everything else. Now the community, Sarutobi and Orochimaru, you're late. Is that just like a funny thing? Like, I wish you would have been here earlier, or it's like I'm also in on the plan, which is kind of weird. And the whole dynamic here of Orochimaru killed the third, and Sasuke attempted to kill Orochimaru. I mean, there's a lot of people killing people here that kind of end up getting along with each other, or even bringing them back. So it's, you know, which has kind of been the case for both of them. Orochimaru brought back the person he killed, and Sasuke the person he tried to kill. And so it's just, like I said, there's a whole bunch of little fascinating things that are in here. Another thing which was pretty interesting is the whole thing with, well, let me skip to this and get to this later. Okay, Suigetsu and Karin. I thought it was pretty funny, the panel with Suigetsu. Okay, how long is it going to take to cut this down? I thought that was pretty funny. The deal with Karin, oh my gosh, she's such a masochist, this woman. And I know some people are going to go get triggered. They're just going to go, my God. I mean, she's just, you know, can't wait to get, you know, she wants a good beating from Sasuke, evidently. So this is pretty pathetic. I think I'd have to agree with everybody on that count. But in that same page, Orochimaru, now he's been really wanting Sasuke to voluntarily go with and be enthusiastic and full about this plan. And then this panel where he's looking at Sasuke and he's like, he looks displeased, you know. And Orochimaru, this guy hasn't changed. Come on, okay. So there's some quality of his plan that would either work better, or it absolutely needs Sasuke to volunteer to do it, which Orochimaru's kind of upset about that. Okay, the whole discussion, of course, Madara being the genius and explaining everything to Hashirama, that made sense. And like I said, his ability to communicate through his clone, I thought that was brilliant. It makes sense because we've all had the whole Zetsu thing explained to us, right? And then, you know, the mass communication. This was where I thought the whole thing became genius. Okay, on Kishimoto's part. And I'm sure he's feeling some nostalgia here. And I actually felt a lot. Like I say, all these moments started bleeding through because everybody's connected with each other. And they're seeing, they're now understanding. And it's really the best explanation as far as I'm concerned throughout the entire series. And a lot of people have teased and they've said quite a few things about the connection between Naruto and Sasuke. And for me, this is the best, cleanest version I've seen to explain why. You know, he was someone that got help from other people and turned, you know, from the dark side. And he's felt guilt about not being able to reach out to Sasuke and help him, whether he could or not. So that made sense. I buy this. I think this was excellent, outstanding. A lot of it took 647 chapters, but finally there's a really good, logical, simple explanation on why Naruto has been chasing Sasuke so much. So, and there's, well, anyway, I want to get into some other speculation, but this was good. This was solid. Kishimoto, genius on this. Really liked it. And like I say, the whole chapter keeps going back to Naruto because it's his temptation to give up. So it's clear that he's the one that needs to do whatever it is. Now, what's shocking is it seems like, okay, like there's a panel here, and Sasuke's like, okay, let's go, Juugo, and he's like, yeah. So Juugo, once again, he's used confirmation. There's some kind of plan. Ochamuru's got it in. He's hoping that Sasuke is going to go along with it willingly. I'm dying to find out what the rest of this is going to happen. I really am. Oh, and there was the part in the beginning. I'm a little mixed on this, going back to the beginning. Shikamaru, the whole thing about him and his disappointments and all that, that was okay to bring it up, but I still feel there was a little, there wasn't really much. Like I said, I think there was just more panel time on that, which didn't really. And then, of course, Sakura, that was, you know. But anyway, like I said, the beginning and the end is the only thing I have a little problem with, and we're getting close to the end anyhow. But like I say, to me it was brilliant. The whole thing with Naruto, once again, Sarutobi being able to see, you know, get a glimpse of his son, you know, other people, their kind of memories and everything like that. It's really touched me pretty good. I thought I connected to this really well. And, you know, Pain and Itachi coming out and everybody's seeing stuff, and then the whole thing with Gaara, you know, that whole scene there and everything, and you know, that was really good. Like I said, it really affected me quite a bit, and I really loved that. And the end was didn't bother me as much as the beginning. Like I said, I love the middle. I love this chapter, and I think we'll have a good discussion, and some people are not going to like it. I can just tell, because some people don't like the nostalgic flashback stuff, even though if they're really economical and small. But the whole thing there, and what is the plan, and why is it? And you know that the plan had to be without Naruto, so he's waiting. So they're going, and then Naruto's going to. So anyway, that's the thing I think that killed me at the end. Is we needed, in my opinion, a little bit more. It's a good cliffhanger, but we needed a little bit more at the end to at least get some clue or something of exactly who's doing what. I just felt a little ripped off at the end. But anyway, this is running quite a bit longer. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. I can't wait for everyone's comments. Like I say, look, if you've never made a comment before, this series is going to be over sometime at the beginning of next year. This is absolutely one of the best places for you to make comments, because if you read on there, it's a pretty friendly place. Okay, there's a little bit going back and forth, but not much. This is a great friendly place to make comments. If you've never done it before, I would strongly suggest that you think about it, and if you want to, go ahead and do that. And everybody else, I know you're going to make your comments, and I can't wait to read them. See what I missed, see what you think, your different angles. There's quite a bit here. And once again, no reason to wait, people. No reason to wait. Throw it out there while the series is going on before you have regrets and before it's all over. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.